Hello there, my name is Adeola. You are welcome to Olabooks International, where all I do is books. I talk, write, and introduce you to different books and authors on this channel. I am an author myself and I have published many books. I said many books because 5 is many, considered many by me. So I have published 5 books. Some of them are children books, and this month is the month of April, and it is the month in which we celebrate young children. It is the month of the young children. And if you are an educator in any way for young children, you would have noticed different activities going on, to encourage children and to make them better people. So in my efforts of adding to that, I have come to you today to share with you many children books. Okay, some books that you can read to your children at each level, each stage of their lives, and some if your children are already reading that you can give to them to read. These are educational books, and I'm going to share those with you today, and I'm also going to give you a few tips about what reading does to children. Stay with me, don't go nowhere. There are many social and educational benefits of reading to children, okay? And I'm going to mention just 3 of them today. One of them is a faster development of communication skills. Another one is higher academic performance. And the last one I will mention today is nurturing. There is a nurturing bond that is created between the parent and the child, or between the caregiver and the child when you read to the child, on a regular basis. And this is a topic I have for another video entirely. I'll bring you that video. I think I'm going to target the social and educational benefits of reading to children. I have several points that I would like to explore there. So let's go to what I have for you today. I'm going to start with Beverly Clearly. Okay, so her death was announced. She passed on March 25th, 2021, and I checked out some of the books that she has written. I found that she was a very famous children book author. Okay, and I purchased on Amazon. The collection is the Ralph Mouse collection. Okay, so I purchased this, and inside of it came in a box like this. See, so inside of this box there are 3 books, and the first one is The Mouse and the Motorcycle, and the second one is Ralph S. Mouse, or is it Ralph S. Mouse? Okay, so and there is another one, Runaway Ralph. Okay, so these are the 3 books in the series. So I read The Mouse and the Motorcycle. Oh my God, this book, even though this book, the series is written for children between the ages of 8 and 12. As an adult, this book was fun for me. I was really laughing all through. I was cracking up real hard all through, because I don't know, her imagination is just so great. How she talks so much about a mouse riding a motorcycle, and when you think about the, bringing this to reality, bringing this to life, is this possible for a mouse to, be riding a motorcycle? So it is a story of a boy who they went to they were in a hotel, and her parents let him have a room to himself, and there was a mouse in that room, and eventually became friends with this mouse. And the mouse, he let the mouse ride his motorcycle. And the mouse was having a blast riding the motorcycle all over the place. So this is the way I relate to this, because this is a very good book for your child. If your child is already 8-year-old, I know that your child is already reading by himself, or herself. And I know your child will find this book really interesting, because this boy just became friends with the mouse, and secretly You will let him ride his motorcycle. You'll be passing him out food and things like that without his parents' knowledge. What I know your child can learn from this is this: it is good to be good, because he helped the mouse, and at a point in time when he needed help, the mouse went out of his way to help him. These are some of the values that your child needs to learn. Your child needs to know that it is good to help people. It is good to keep friends. It is good, to be good to other people. But this book, I tell you, as an adult, I really enjoyed reading it. Okay, so, and also, there is an interview. There are some questions. You know how people ask author questions. Beverly was asked some questions, and she answered about 5 of them in this book, right there on the back cover. So I'm sure, and then there are, a few pictures in there. It's a lot of interesting things there. Mouse family, how they're scared of being wiped out and things like that. Really, really interesting read you can pick up for your child, especially if you have a boy. They love adventures like that. So the adventure in this book is awesome. I read it. Also, I have not read the second one, which is the Runaway Ralph. I've not read it, but I know it's going to be interesting as well. I'm going to read it, and I'm passing them out to my children to read. So this says Ralph is on the run. Runaway Ralph is on the run, and I am sure, and he talks about he got fed up with his family, and I think he had to leave them. I'm sure it is very interesting. I'm going to find time to read it. And the third one is Ralph S. Mouse. Or maybe it's Ralph S. Mouse. I don't know. Ralph S. Mouse. So the headline here is One Smart Mouse. Yes. If you read any of this series, you will find out that Ralph is really a smart mouse. All right. So I'm now with Beverly Clearly, and wherever she is now, I know she's happy. I'm not even talking about eternity right now. Beverly Clearly is gone. And I'm not talking about eternity. We all know eternity is important, but I'm talking about what will people say about you when you are gone. You've got gifts. You've got talents. There are many things that you can do. Okay? I'm just encouraging you today to stand up and do what you know you're supposed to do. If you need help in writing, you can check out my playlist on tips and tricks. It is linked in the description below. Maybe you can find a few things that can help you in writing and also in publishing. I have those few videos about writing and publishing under the playlist tips and tricks. You may check it out, or you may also send an email to Olabooks International, where we can answer a few of the questions you may have about publishing. Give us a call, and we'll be willing and ready to assist you in any way that we can. All right. Board books do not need an introduction. Everybody who has a young child, almost everybody know about board books. They are really educational. But I want to share this with you just in case you are looking for books to buy for your young children, for your infants and your toddlers. I have books by Elizabeth Verdick, and they are all board books, okay? And her books, these books I have for you today are for children between the ages of 0 and 4. The first one of them is Tails Are Not for Pulling. So if you have children, if you have pets in the house, you want to let your children know how to play with pets. What are the sounds the pets makes when the pet doesn't want you to touch it? What are some ways you can care for the pet? How do you play with a pet? So we have Elizabeth Verdick right there with Tails Are Not for Pulling. And I have another one here, Voices Are Not for Yelling. You want to talk to your children about inside voice, outside voice. When is it a good time to yell? When is it a good time not to yell? Or is it not good to yell at all? This book is going to help you to communicate those skills to your children, okay? To let them know how they can let you know when they are angry, when somebody did something wrong to them, how will they do it? When they say something wrong accidentally, how do you remedy what you have already laid out? So this is going to help with that. And if you have a child that is going through potty training, we have Diapers Are Not Forever. So you can pick up that book, Diapers Are Not Forever, and your child can see pictures, can see images of a child sitting on the potty, just like you are encouraging your child to sit on the potty. That helps them when they see that other people are doing what they are doing. And you read this book to your child every day, maybe even more than once in a day. So when you bring out the book, your child knows, I need to go do something. Okay, so books really help to build children character. So that is why I brought you all of these books from Elizabeth Verdick. They are board books, and Germs Are Not for Sharing. Germs Are Not for Sharing. This will teach your children hand washing, when to wash their hands, what are some things they need to do, what is the process, what are the steps of hand washing. This book will teach you, and this is a good time to teach your child that. I know in the past 1 year and over, if you have not learned about hand washing yourself as an adult, I don't know what to say. But I know that we all do hand washing, and as the months roll into months and then eventually into 1 year now, we do not want to stop what we're doing. We want to continue hand washing and follow the procedure, the right process of washing your hands, doing it very well. So this is a way to teach your child that. And the last one I will share about Elizabeth Verdick is Words Are Not for Hurting. When young children are just beginning to learn words, when they're just picking up words, so we need to be careful of what we say around them, because they pick up these words and they use them. They think, they don't understand why you use them, but they heard you use them and they want to use them too. So we want to let them know that there are some words you don't use. There are some ways you don't use the words. You don't use your words to hurt your friends or your family or anybody around you. You want to use words the right way. So this is a book that can help you do that. So I'm done with Elizabeth Verdick, and I'm going to go to this book that I love so much, Miss Tizzy. Okay, so this book, if you're a child care provider, is going to help you. If you have problem with lesson planning, this will make it so easy for you, because this is telling you what Miss Tizzy does with the children in her neighborhood every day, Sunday through Saturday. Every day she has an activity or several activities for these children in her neighborhood, to the point that when she was ill and she was in bed and she couldn't get up, the children knew what to do to get her up. They missed her. So that is also something for us here. You're parents, you're a child, you're a parent, are you a care provider? Do your children miss you when you are not there? They should, and I believe they do miss you. But what are those things they miss about you? Is it your hugs? Is it your smiles? Is it the activities you share with them? Is it the words you share with them? This is a very fun book, and everybody who has a child, or if you're a child care provider, you should have this book, because it will help you to encourage children, to help children to have activities for them. So the last book I want to share with you today is the Gruffalo. Okay, so this is my son's book. Okay, he got it as a gift from the DC Public Library. All right, so they have this program where they give out free books to children between the ages of 0 and 5 years. If I find a link to where you can register, I'm going to link it in the description below for you. Okay, this is also a very awesome book. I love the book. My son loved the book. Anyway, I read this book to children, they love it. Because what is a Gruffalo? Is a Gruffalo something? It's just another mouse trick, It's a mouse tricking all of those big animals, tricking them. What's a Gruffalo? You need to read it to find out what a Gruffalo is. Another author, this lady sitting right in front of you. I introduced myself earlier. My name is Adeola Oyekola, and I've written 2 children books And I am working on my third children book. That is a question I have answered. Somebody asked me, I know you're working on another book. What book are you working on? Well, I'm working on 2 books. The first one is a children book, and by the end of this year, I will add to my collection of children books. I have 2 already. I will have the third one. It's going to be out by the end of the year. That one is going through the process of publishing right now. It's a long process, but it's going to get there. So that's why I'm starting early, so that I can be ready for me to be published by the end of the year. And I really, really want to dedicate enough time to it. I want to do as much as I can to bring out another quality book. And you can trust me, it's going to be awesome. All right, so now, because we're talking children's book, I'm going to show you these books again. I know I've shown them to you in time past, but here are they again. I have my play space, and my play space you can read to children between the ages of 0 and 3, or even beyond if they like it. Okay, so this book talks so much about what the space of a child should be, and I have linked the video where I did an elaborate a very extensive explanation of what the words in this book mean and how you can use it. The video is linked in the description below. Also, I won't say too much about I Am Mama's Favorites, because I'm going to talk more about it also in my next video. And I've also linked in the description below where where the video where I was talking about my mama's favorites and where I reviewed the book. So that is all I have for you today, and I hope you have found the books I brought out today very interesting, and I hope you have found my tips interesting as well. I'm just going to end by saying that some of these books that I have shown you today, I have linked them in the description below if you would like to make a purchase. Okay, so if you follow the link in the description to make a purchase, a little bit of the proceed will come to me, because it is my link that you followed to buy it. So if you want to do that, that is okay. All right, thank you so much for staying with me today, and I wish you, your children, and your family a lovely time. Until next time when I come your way again. Okay, next time when I come your way, I'll be coming to you with a Mother's Day video, sharing with you books that you can buy as gifts, or that you can read to yourself as a mother that you can benefit from. And until then, I want you to stay blessed and have a fabulous time. Thank you. Bye.